Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Welcome. 2012 studio update. Gonna do a little physical walk around first, even though there's not that much updated in the physical room. Alright. But first off, every monitor, every TV you see is hooked up to the main computer, the studio computer. All of them. Okay, every speaker. And there's 28 speakers and 2 subwoofers. All speakers are hooked up to the main computer. Besides that, got a fog machine for the studio. Yes, fog machine. Got a whole bunch of lights and lasers, and yes, almost all of them are on right now. All of them. All right, the only one that's not on is the laser RGB system, the movie projector, and like an American DJ tri-warp LED thing. Besides that, like every light is on in the house, and my camera sucks because it's really bright in the room actually. But yeah. All right, so here's the right surround sound section. All right, 5 speakers back here, but there's only 2 wires running to the back of the room to power them, because I know how to splice speakers and audio and all that. And on the left surround side is exactly the same, obviously. 5 speakers, same brand, obviously, all that stuff. Now this one there, that black one, is the Genesis, and it's going against those 3 speakers and that one. This is another speaker I'll explain later. That's a center channel that's actually in the rear of the room. Yeah. The Genesis system, it came with 5 speakers and a sub. I know it was like 1,000 watts, or a little bit more of that total. There's a Genesis center channel behind that laser. Pop that on real quick. Yeah, so I know the whole Genesis system was like a little over 1,000 watts, so I guess each speaker is about 150, and the sub probably has the most, or something like that. Anyway, yeah, so here's the front, left and the right setup. And the smoke is creeping up on me. You gotta watch that smoke sometimes, man. It'll creep on you. It'll like, man, I'm telling you, you gotta move away. In the front, here we go. Workstation, couch. All right, let's sit on the couch. You chilling on the couch. This is what it looks like. You chilling from the couch. You know what I'm saying? You chilling, doing your thing, son. You know what I'm saying? Got the fan, little lights in the back. You know what I'm saying, son? Doing your thing, son. Told me, Johnny. All right, yeah, old keyboard, MIDI keyboard. Guess if I ever need that for something. It teaches you how to play songs. That's why I think I still have it. All right, old Fender Bullet Strat. It's like the cheapest Fender I think you could buy. My high strings is actually rusting because I live kind of close to the ocean. And yeah, I should have kept it in the case. I don't play guitar that much anyway, so it don't matter. Anyway, that's like a 300 watt system. That little speaker is like 300. It's like an outdoor something. Anyway, that's what it said, right? Little speaker down there. This is the big Dalton loudspeaker. Let me take the cover off. The woofer is on the side. You got the mid-range and the tweeter on the front. 400 watts each one of those. So yeah, there's the pop filter. Fucking broke because it's the spring clip. You should get the ones that screw on. And here's the Mackie power DJ speaker. Is not on right now. It's crazy. So if you want to hear how your system sounds through that kind of like PA powered DJ world kind of, that's it. All right, I already showed you that center channel behind there. There's another center channel because this is my workstation behind there. So I have center in front of where I'm working, right? And then that other center channel is for the movie theater. And then the rear one that was on the table is in case I want to move music around my place, and then like if a light or a laser needs to be triggered with sound in the back, it's yeah. Anyway, the NTX sub goes with the middle size speakers for the left, like my B selection. This Genesis sub goes with my B selection for the right, so the mid-size for the right along, yeah, and it's part of that Genesis collection. And those have to be clustered together to match the 400 watts of the Dalton speaker. So when I have A and B both selected and want to turn it up, my B speakers don't start to max out before my A speakers, right? And this is how it looks when all of the normal lights are off and you just have the lights and the lasers, except for like 2 of them are off. You know what I'm saying? And just so you know, it's really never like this. I just didn't want to turn them all on and off and then have to record them and then come back. So I just said, fuck it, turn them all on so you could just know how it is. And normally I'll have like 1 or 2 on, you know what I'm saying? Just so it's not a boring ass living room. You feel like you're doing something, you making music, you know what I'm saying? It's, yeah. So that's why I got those, and we about to get into part 2 of this, which is all the updates and the real music making part of the studio tour, which is probably the most important. All right, here we are on the virtual side of the studio tour, and since my studio is virtually 99% inside of the box, inside of the computer, I figured I would take you on a very brief tour of how the computer looks and how filled up it is in the specs, right? So 12 gigabytes of RAM, DDR3, all right, 64-bit operating system, Intel i7-920 is the basic computer. It came with 1 terabyte internal hard drive, and it was $2,000, right? No monitor, no keyboard, no nothing. Compare that to a Mac that has 12 gigabytes of RAM, you're gonna be spending a lot more money. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. You know, if I was a millionaire, I'd probably have a Mac, because a Mac can run Windows too. But since we're not and we want power, we do it this way. All right, moving on. You can see my hard drive down here is almost filled up. That terabyte only has 189 gigabytes left free. And then my external 1 terabyte hard drive only has 201 gigabyte free. So that's basically that. Here's my control panel. So you can see how memory is allocated. The top has the most. FL Studio is 94.1 gigabytes. Going down to the bottom, you have like a plugin that's 948 megabytes, right? And right here is mostly music and effects, expansions for contacts. There's a few things like Photoshop CS5, Adobe Premiere Pro, and a couple games. There's 3 games right here: Command and Conquer, StarCraft, and DC Universe, right? Besides those, it's all music and like video computer. All right, so now that you got that down, you can see the computer run, right? How does this computer run? So we're gonna launch FL Studio, do everything in front of you. So there's FL Studio, right? With the 107, did I show you that? Let me show you. This is my packs folder in FL Studio. It has 178 gigabytes all in my samples right there. And it just loaded up like that. So closed it, loading it again, just to show you. That's my computer with all the samples, right? And all these effects are instruments right here. And effects, go to my mixer. All of these effects right here, right? I think that's crucial. You don't want to be slowed down. You don't want to be bothered with limitations on your computer side at all. Not with space, not with speed, none of that. Trust me, that's just, it's not a hassle you want to have. You just want making the best music on the planet to be your only hassle, because trust me, that's going to hassle you. It's going to be a task. All right, so here we are. I'm just going to load up. Kind of went ahead a little bit so it's not, you know, like an hour-long video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I kind of went ahead and got some stuff lined up. All right, so here we are. Right, it's actually a list, right? This is all the stuff I've gotten since the last studio video that I've put on YouTube. All right, so in the last year, something like that,